back. I'm going to be installing the upper control arm at this point. Again, you should note that there is an indent on both these pieces. Both idler arms they are identical, but they have to be facing each other. So with that, we're going to start by putting in a connecting shaft. It has to connect through all of these pieces. There will be time to straighten it out after the fact. Now my working assumption is that it only wants to be one out. So I can take this opportunity to make that work. There we go. And so we are at the beginnings of a wheel assembly. What do we do? We're going to gather some parts for the next. So we need 2 red knobs, 2 gray knobs. Here's one. We need one of these as well. And this is what separates the men from the boys next. Lego building time. In fact, something check for that one elusive part, but you know you've seen it, you know it's in here, and yet it disappears from view. And there you have it. Alright, we have that, we have that. We need one wheel assembly. This one is already put together. These pieces are far too difficult to take apart once they're together, so I don't blame the fellow for leaving them as they were. There is again, a particular orientation for these that they want to be. And so in this case, we're going to have our red knob, top and bottom. We're going to have our gray knobs to either side. And you'll notice the difference between the red knobs and the gray knobs, other than the color, is the grays are cross and the reds are just round. So now we have that. This is an interesting piece here. This one allows the axle to slip in and out. It connects here. You're going to take this wrist. So at this point it's a little bit tricky. So we're going to take and install the shaft inside of that. We snap that in. Again, we're going to take this guy. And my working assumption is we're going to snap this guy in the top. And that has captured our first drive wheel. As you can see, everything is working. And again, as you install, the deeper you go, the more important it is to keep moving pieces, just to make sure that everything is kosher. And we're going to repeat that process for the other side. So I'm going to grab my 7 and get it started in this one. I'm going to then find my other few. We're going to again ensure that we have the dimple facing down to be able to engage with the appropriate parts at the appropriate time. We just get this in. Again, we know that this only wants to be one out. And so we have that just where we want it. And I'm going to turn this around, even though they don't ask me to. Same process, we're going to take 2 red knobs, 2 gray knobs, another one of these bad boys. There's 1 gray knob. There's another gray knob. And 1 more completed wheel assembly. And it's the same process. The reds on top and bottom. The grays on either side. Into the post. Into the other post. Again, we're going to have our, what essentially is the CV joint. We can now get that guy in place. We'll put that guy in place. We now have both drive wheels engaged, and we should see that the wheels do spin in the same direction. And what I want to do now is put this guy back into the proper orientation to continue the build. Nothing worse than, as I said, building on then discovering that you're going backwards. So with that, we've got it 2 more parts, 4 sleeves. One of the most common posts. 4 more of these 3x2s. And there's lots of these in this particular kit because this guy, the Defender has a massive suspension system. Alright, so with that, we're going to Okay, so we're going to reassemble these. And these folks, these pins want to actually go down 1/2 of a bar. So I always use what I have on hand to make sure that I have everything the way it wants to be. It's asked to have that much sticking out, which just happens to be that width. And with that, we are going to start stiffening our suspension. And I'm going to do that by putting these guys through these ones, just like that. And then I'm going to let these guys go on. And we'll do the same on this side. these go on. And sometimes they want to go, and sometimes they don't. But at the end of the day, you will always get it to go. All right, I'm just going to pause for just a moment.